God says, "My child, your soulmate's exciting news will surprise you, for it is not just news that comes as words, but as a shift in your heart, as a door that opens where once you only saw walls." For a long time you have carried questions in your spirit. You have wondered if love is truly written for you, if the person meant for you remembers you, sees you, feels the same longing. You have lived through moments where silence felt louder than words, where the waiting seemed endless, and where hope was sometimes a fragile flame flickering in your chest. Yet even in those nights when you doubted, I was weaving a story of love that could not be broken. Your soulmate has been walking a path parallel to yours, sometimes close, sometimes far, but always guided by my hand. What they carry now, my child, is a news so pure, so filled with divine timing, that it will not only surprise you, it will awaken you. This is not the kind of surprise that frightens or shakes your peace. This is the kind of surprise that feels like sunrise after the longest night. The moment it reaches you, you will know it is not random. You will feel it in your spirit. This was meant for me. This was written all along. I see the tears you have shed. I see how you have hidden your pain behind strength. I see how you have laughed in front of others while silently asking me, "God, when will it be my turn? When will love be more than just a promise?" I tell you now, my child, the wait was never in vain. Every delay, every silence, every moment of uncertainty has been shaping both of you. Your soulmate has been learning lessons they could not have learned if they had rushed. You two have been growing, healing, and preparing for what is to come. And now, a season is turning. Now, a whisper becomes a declaration. This news that your soulmate carries is more than words. It is a sign of commitment, of a step forward, of a truth they can no longer hide. It may come as a confession, as a decision, as a declaration that shocks you with its sincerity. It may arrive in a phone call, in a letter, in a message that comes when you least expect it. However it comes, know this: it carries the weight of destiny. It carries the fragrance of love that has been purified through time. Do not fear the suddenness of it. My timing is not measured by human clocks. You have been conditioned to believe that everything must follow a straight line, but my ways are higher. I align things not when you think you are ready, but when your soul and theirs can truly meet without breaking. And now, that moment has come. Prepare your heart, my child. For when you hear this news, emotions will rise in you like a wave. Joy will surprise you. Tears may fall without your permission. A warmth will spread across your chest, and your spirit will whisper back to me, "I knew you had not forgotten me." Do not suppress these feelings. Let them flow, for they are the evidence of prayers being answered, of hope being fulfilled, of love being restored. You have waited long, but this is why I kept you waiting, because what is about to be placed in your hands is too precious to arrive before its time. The news will show you that your soulmate has been thinking of you, choosing you, preparing for you. It will reveal that they too carried questions, that they too fought fears, that they too wondered if you would ever cross their path in truth. Their words, when you hear them, will be a healing balm for the ache you carried in silence. But listen carefully, my beloved child. The surprise will not just be about them, it will also be about you. It will awaken parts of your own spirit that you kept hidden. It will remind you that you are worthy of being chosen, worthy of being pursued, worthy of being loved in a way that is whole and true. For too long you have doubted your worth. For too long you have believed that love was for others but not for you. This news will break that lie. This news will carry my fingerprint, and in it, you will feel me saying, "See? I always remembered you. I never forgot your heart." I want you to approach this moment not with fear, but with openness. When you receive the news, do not let your first thought be doubt. Do not say, "This is too good to be true." Instead, breathe deeply and say, "This is God's gift for me." The enemy will try to cloud your mind with suspicion, but remember that my blessings are not tricks. What comes from me carries peace, carries light, carries healing. If it stirs anxiety, it is not from me. But if it brings joy, if it awakens hope, if it calls you into deeper love, then know it is divine. Prepare yourself now. Spend time in quietness. Speak words of gratitude even before you see it. Thank me for the news that is already on its way. Gratitude is the key that opens the door wider. When you thank me in advance, you align your heart with the blessing before it arrives. Whisper, "I am ready to receive, I am ready to believe, I am ready to walk in love." These small prayers are not small in power, they are openings for miracles to enter. Your soulmate has been carrying this secret like a seed, waiting for the right soil, the right moment. Now that seed is ready to bloom. And when it blooms, my child, it will not bloom halfway, it will flourish. You will see it in their eyes, you will hear it in their voice, you will feel it in the way they approach you. They will come not as someone uncertain, but as someone who has decided. This is what will surprise you, not only the words, but the certainty with which they speak them. And when that moment comes, I will be in the room. My spirit will be near, surrounding you, reminding you that this was orchestrated by heaven. Do not rush. Let the moment unfold. Let their words sink in. Let your heart breathe in the reality of it. There is no need to overthink, no need to calculate, no need to question every detail. Love, when it is mine, comes with its own clarity. This is just the beginning. The news is the door, not the destination. Once it is spoken, a journey will begin, one that requires patience, understanding, and faith. But do not let that intimidate you. For I am with you in every step. I will guide your conversations. I will heal your misunderstandings. I will strengthen your bond. So tonight, rest your heart. Know that you are closer than you think. Know that the very thing you longed for is now moving toward you. Do not chase it, do not force it, simply be ready to receive it. For the surprise is not far, it is near. And when it comes, you will know, God has remembered me, God has blessed me, God has written my name in love. This, my child, is the whisper of exciting news. A whisper that will soon become a song in your life. A song of hope, a song of love, a song that says, "The waiting is over, the promise is here." There is a story behind the news that is about to reach you, a story your soulmate has lived in silence, carrying moments they never told you about, carrying prayers that were spoken in rooms you were not in. Their journey has not been an easy one, but every step was guided by divine hands. And now, as you prepare to be surprised by what they are ready to reveal, you must understand the depth of where it comes from. Your soulmate has walked through deserts of the soul. They have known loneliness, they have known confusion, they have known what it feels like to be surrounded by people yet feel unseen. In those nights, they too whispered to God, asking, "Where is the one you promised me? Where is the one who will know me as I am?" They searched for answers in places that only left them emptier. They gave their heart to the wrong people, trusted voices that were not meant for them, and suffered the weight of disappointment. And yet, through all of it, they were being shaped, their soul being carved into someone who could one day stand before you ready, not broken. Every pain they endured became a lesson. Every mistake became a teaching. Every delay became a preparation. When you wondered if they even existed, they were wondering the same about you. When you cried in secret, they too were fighting unseen battles. You were never alone in the longing, you were connected in spirit, even across distance, even in silence. There were moments they nearly gave up on love. Moments when they told themselves, "Maybe it's not for me, maybe I am too flawed, maybe I am too late." But in those moments, something in their soul refused to die. A flicker of hope remained. That flicker was me, keeping their heart alive, because I knew one day they would find you. I would not let despair steal their destiny, just as I would not let despair steal yours. Your soulmate's journey has been one of transformation. They had to learn patience, they had to learn forgiveness, they had to learn how to soften again after being hardened by betrayal. They had to release the weight of shame and regret so they could meet you with open hands instead of closed fists. Every wound that scarred them has now become a source of wisdom. Every tear that fell has watered the seed of love that is now about to grow between you. Understand this: when they bring you the exciting news, it will not come from a place of immaturity or uncertainty. It will come from the depth of their growth. They have fought for this, even if you never saw it. They have surrendered things they thought they needed, in order to be ready for what God was preparing. This is why the news will carry such power. It is not just a sudden thought, it is the fruit of a long journey. Perhaps you felt forgotten in your own waiting, but remember, your soulmate was also in training. Their soul needed to reach a place where they could recognize you as the answer to their prayer. Before now, they may not have had the eyes to see you clearly, the courage to choose you, or the wisdom to value you. But now, they are different. They are not who they used to be. They have been refined, and this refinement is what makes this moment possible. Think of gold placed in fire. At first, it is rough, filled with impurities. But the fire purifies it, removes what does not belong, until it shines. Your soulmate has been through fire. And now, what remains is someone shining, someone capable of loving deeply, someone prepared for the promise. This is why the news is so surprising. It comes not just as words but as the proof that transformation has taken place. Do not think of them as perfect. They are not. But they are willing, they are open, and they are ready in a way they never were before. This readiness is what makes the news divine. Because readiness is not about having no flaws, it is about being willing to walk with humility, to grow together, to love without giving up. Your soulmate's journey is sacred because it mirrors yours. Just as they struggled, you too had your deserts, your tears, your delays. And yet both of you survived. Both of you held on to faith, even when it was only a thread. Now those two threads are about to be woven together into something stronger. They may even tell you things that surprise you about their past. Do not let fear or judgment cloud your heart. Remember, their past was the path that brought them here. Without those experiences, they would not have the wisdom, the strength, the tenderness they now carry. Instead of seeing their scars as flaws, see them as reminders that they have lived, learned, and chosen to rise again. Their scars are not barriers to love, they are bridges that will help you understand one another more deeply. And perhaps you will realize, as you listen, that even though you were apart, your journeys were strangely connected. Times when you felt broken may have been the same times they felt lost. Times when you found courage may have been the same times they began to hope again. This is the mystery of soulmates, even apart, their lives echo each other. Your soulmate's exciting news is not just about them moving closer to you, it is about them saying, "I am ready. I am no longer running, I am no longer hiding, I am no longer doubting what God has placed in my heart." This readiness is what will make your heart tremble with joy, because you will see that all along, God was working in both of you, shaping you like two pieces of a puzzle that now fit perfectly. Do not underestimate how much courage it takes for them to bring this news to you. They are overcoming fears too. They are overcoming the fear of rejection, the fear of not being enough, the fear of timing. Yet love is greater than fear. That is why they will come forward. They choose to believe in the connection more than they believe in the doubts. That choice is sacred. That choice is love in action. So when you hear their words, listen with compassion. Do not rush to respond. Let their journey sink into your heart. Let the weight of their courage be honored. And remember, just as they are opening up, so must you. This news is not a one-sided revelation, it is an invitation into mutual honesty, into a deeper connection. The journey your soulmate has walked has prepared them to stand before you with truth. And the journey you have walked has prepared you to receive it. This is why it is happening now, and not before. The timing is not late, it is perfect. What once felt like endless delay was actually the precise preparation for this moment. So take heart, beloved child. Know that the surprise you are about to receive is born from years of silent prayers, hidden tears, and divine guidance. Your soulmate has been moving toward you all along, even when you could not see it. And now, as their journey meets yours, you will see how beautifully the threads weave together. This is not just news, it is the testimony of love that survived fire, distance, and doubt. And soon, it will be placed in your hands like a gift that says, "I am here. I choose you. I am ready for us." There is something sacred about timing. You have learned this in many ways already, but when it comes to love, it is one of the hardest lessons. You may have felt ready years ago. You may have cried out, "God, why not now? Why not sooner? Why this long waiting?" And yet, my child, you did not see what I was arranging behind the veil. Divine timing is not a delay, it is a design. What feels like waiting is often my careful alignment, ensuring that every piece comes together at the right moment, in the right way, with the right heart. Your soulmate's exciting news is not late. It is not random. It is arriving now because this is the appointed time written in the heavens for your story. If it had come earlier, you would not have been ready. They would not have been ready. The soil of your hearts would not have been prepared to carry the seed of this love. And just as no farmer plants seeds in winter, so too do I wait for the season when love will thrive, not struggle. Think of the times you have met people before, connections that stirred you, but did not last. At the time, you may have wondered if they were the one. You may have hoped that it would turn into the promise you longed for. But deep down, you knew something was missing. It was not the right person, or it was not the right time, or both. Those experiences were not wasted. They taught you what love is not, so you would recognize what love truly is. They taught you patience, discernment, and resilience. And now, those very lessons will help you receive the soulmate news that is coming. Divine timing is often misunderstood. It does not mean you were forgotten. It means you were protected. I kept you from the wrong doors because I knew your heart was too precious to be placed in the wrong hands. I kept you waiting, not because I delight in your longing, but because I was writing a story where the ending would be worth the journey. Just as I guided your soulmate through their trials, I guided you through yours. And though it felt like two separate journeys, they were always moving toward the same intersection. The beauty of divine timing is that it makes everything sweeter. Imagine tasting fruit before it is ripe. It is bitter, it disappoints, it cannot be enjoyed. But when fruit is ripe, its sweetness is undeniable. So it is with love. The news your soulmate brings will feel sweet, full, alive, because it is coming at the moment when both of you are ripe with readiness. This is why it will surprise you, not because it is sudden, but because it is perfectly placed. You see, I work in layers. While you were praying, I was preparing. While you were waiting, I was aligning. You could not see the invisible threads, but they were weaving together. People were moved out of your life because they would have distracted you. Opportunities were delayed because they would have taken you in the wrong direction. Certain meetings were postponed until the right season. All of this so that when this news arrives, your heart is not divided, your spirit is not distracted, and your eyes can see clearly. This is why I ask you not to compare your journey to others. You have seen people around you find love quickly, marry young, or enter relationships without waiting. You have wondered why it was not you. But remember, you are not them. Your story is written differently because your love is meant to carry a higher purpose. Ordinary timing would not do. You needed divine timing, because the union you are stepping into is not just about companionship, it is about destiny. There is a purpose tied to your soulmate connection. Together, you will not only love each other but also impact the world around you. You will bring healing, inspiration, and light to others. That is why the timing had to be exact. It was not just about finding each other, it was about becoming ready to serve together, to shine together, to build together. If it had come too soon, the foundation would have been weak. But now, the foundation is strong. Your soulmate's exciting news will reveal this truth to you in ways you may not have expected. They may tell you of decisions they have made, opportunities they have chosen, or paths they have left behind, all to prepare for this moment. You will see how their life shifted in ways that only make sense now, when they stand before you. And you too will realize that everything you endured, every not yet, every delay, has brought you to the place where you are strong enough to receive this gift. Do not despise the waiting. Waiting has been your teacher. Waiting has taught you how to endure, how to trust, how to grow without instant gratification. Waiting has humbled you, but it has also strengthened you. It has made your faith more resilient, your love more patient, your heart more compassionate. Without this waiting, you would not be the person who can now welcome what is coming. When you look back after receiving this news, you will not see wasted years. You will see a carefully woven story, where nothing was accidental. You will see how each season had a role, the tears, the loneliness, the longing, the small joys, the unexpected encounters, all of it was the hand of God preparing you. And so, I ask you now to shift your perspective. Instead of asking, "Why did it take so long?" ask, "How beautiful is it that it comes now, in this perfect moment?" Instead of saying, "I lost time," say, "Every moment was a preparation for this." Because, my child, in love, nothing is lost. The years you think were wasted will be redeemed in joy. The time you think slipped away will be multiplied in blessings. Your soulmate, too, will share this realization. They will tell you how they thought they had lost their chance, how they feared they had missed their timing. But then, at the right moment, the door opened. You will see in their eyes the gratitude that matches yours. Together, you will stand in awe of how divine timing writes stories that no human could ever write. This is why the news will surprise you. It will feel like everything finally makes sense. The delays will suddenly appear as blessings. The waiting will suddenly feel purposeful. The longing will suddenly feel fulfilled. Divine timing turns confusion into clarity, pain into wisdom, waiting into fulfillment. So, my child, rest in this truth: what is coming is not late, it is right on time. Do not measure your journey by human calendars. My timing cannot be rushed, but it cannot be delayed either. It is always precise, always perfect, always aligned with love's highest purpose. Your soulmate's exciting news is proof that my timing is never wrong. And when you receive it, you will see that all the nights of questioning, all the moments of doubt, were only the prelude to a story that is about to unfold in beauty. Take courage, for you are standing at the edge of fulfillment. The season has shifted. The timing has arrived. And soon, what you longed for will not just be a hope in your heart, but a reality in your life. There comes a sacred moment in every soul's journey when the waiting ends, and the revelation begins. That moment is drawing near for you. You have carried the questions in your heart for so long, and now the answers are beginning to unfold like a sunrise after a long night. Your soulmate has been holding something close to their heart, something they have been preparing to share with you. The exciting news they carry is not just words, not just information, it is a message wrapped in love, destiny, and divine orchestration. You may not yet realize how deeply their heart has been longing for this very moment, the moment when their truth could finally reach you. For them, this message is more than an announcement, it is a confession, a revelation, a doorway opening between your souls. They have journeyed through their own storms, their own struggles, and in the midst of it all, they carried the thought of you like a guiding star. The news they bring is their way of saying, I found you. I am ready. I choose you. There is something powerful about spoken truth. For a long time, love has been silent between you and your soulmate. Silent in prayers. Silent in dreams. Silent in hidden hopes that were not yet voiced. But silence, though sacred, is never the end. The divine always moves silence into sound, hidden thoughts into revealed words. And when your soulmate speaks, their words will carry the weight of destiny. Imagine the moment they look into your eyes, steady yet trembling with emotion, and they begin to tell you what has been written in their heart. They may say, I have waited for this, or I knew it was always you, or my life makes sense because of you. Their words will not be rehearsed, they will be raw, honest, and overflowing. Every syllable will feel like a key unlocking chambers of your heart you thought were closed. This message will surprise you not only because of what it contains but because of the timing. You may have thought your soulmate was far away, distracted, or unsure. You may have believed that silence meant distance. But in truth, silence was preparation. Their quietness was not absence, it was reverence. They wanted to be sure. They wanted to come to you with clarity, not confusion. And now, when they speak, you will hear the certainty in their voice, the unwavering faith that this love is divinely ordained. The news they bring may also hold tangible details, plans for the future, commitments they are ready to make, decisions they have finalized for the sake of your union. Perhaps they have let go of old attachments, closed chapters that no longer serve them, or chosen a path that clears the way for you both. These details will matter, because they will show you their readiness, their seriousness, their willingness to align their life with the divine design of this love. Yet, beyond the details, it is the essence of the message that will move you. It is the energy behind the words, the energy of a soul finally free to love without fear. When they speak, you will feel not only their love but also the presence of the divine flowing through their confession. It will be as if heaven itself leans in to witness, as if angels hold their breath to hear the words that unite two souls in truth. Do not underestimate how this revelation will transform you. You have been strong for so long, carrying faith even in uncertainty. But when you finally hear their truth, your heart will soften. The walls you built to protect yourself will begin to crumble, not in pain, but in relief. For the first time, you will feel fully seen, fully chosen, fully embraced by the one meant for you. This is the healing power of revealed love, it restores what waiting once wearied. Their message will also confirm what your spirit already knew. Deep down, you always felt their presence. In dreams, in synchronicities, in the quiet pull of your heart, you sensed their nearness. You may have doubted at times, but your soul always whispered, they are coming. Now, with their words, the inner knowing will be affirmed. What was unseen will be seen. What was hoped for will be spoken. The beauty of this moment is not only in what they say but in how it will align with what you have prayed for. Perhaps you prayed for reassurance, for a sign, for a confirmation. This message will be the living answer to your prayer. It will not just meet your expectations, it will exceed them, because love spoken at the right time always carries more than you imagined. And my child, when you receive this message, do not rush past it. Let yourself truly feel it. Let every word sink into your spirit like rain into thirsty soil. Hold their gaze, breathe in the atmosphere of that moment, and remember that this is not an accident, it is a divine appointment. These words were written for you long before you heard them. They were carried across lifetimes, through trials, through distance, until now, when they finally find you. There may be tears, tears of relief, joy, even healing. Do not hold them back. Tears are the soul's way of releasing years of waiting in one sacred flow. And in your tears, your soulmate will see your heart, and their love for you will only deepen. Do not fear being vulnerable in this moment, for vulnerability is not weakness here, it is strength. It is the merging of two souls who no longer need to hide. This revelation will also bring clarity to your path forward. Love, once spoken, becomes action. It moves from potential to reality. And so, after this message, steps will unfold, steps toward deeper connection, commitment, and union. You may find doors opening effortlessly, paths aligning smoothly, as if the universe itself celebrates your coming together. This is the power of spoken truth, it aligns heaven and earth to bless what is real. Remember, my child, words are not small. In the beginning, creation itself was spoken into existence. And now, your new beginning is being spoken into existence through the words of your soulmate. This is not just conversation, it is creation. With their message, a new chapter is written, one that will carry you into the destiny you have both been prepared for. So prepare your heart. Be ready to listen not only with your ears but with your soul. Their message is not only for your mind, it is for your spirit. And when you hear it, you will know beyond doubt, this is the one. This is the news that changes everything. This is the love you waited for, now revealed in words that will echo in your heart forever. The moment is near. The silence is ending. The message is coming. And when it arrives, your soul will finally rest in the truth it always longed for. You are loved, you are chosen, you are home. Joy has a sound, a fragrance, and a light of its own. It is not like the fleeting happiness the world gives, dependent on circumstances and temporary comforts. True joy comes from the soul, and when it arrives, it spills over like water breaking through a dam. This is the kind of joy that will rise within you when your soulmate's exciting news is finally spoken. It will not be a quiet, fragile happiness, it will be an overflowing, uncontainable joy that lights up every corner of your being. For so long, your spirit has been stretched between hope and waiting. You have carried faith like a lamp in the night, sometimes trembling, sometimes flickering, but never extinguished. And now, when the words of truth finally touch your ears, it will be as if oil is poured upon that lamp, making its flame dance with strength. The joy will not only ignite within you, it will radiate outward, touching everything around you. This joy will be layered. At first, it will come as relief. The long ache of waiting, the heavy questions, the restless wondering, all will be lifted in an instant. You will breathe differently, as if a weight has fallen from your chest. Your heart will no longer have to wonder, will it happen? Will they come? Will my prayers be answered? Because the answer will be alive, standing before you, looking at you with love that cannot be denied. Then, the joy will deepen into wonder. You will find yourself marveling at how perfectly everything aligned. All the delays that once felt cruel will now appear as grace. Every closed door will suddenly make sense. Every lonely night will shine with new meaning. You will whisper to yourself, if even one thing had happened differently, I might not be here now. I might not have reached this moment. And the realization will fill you with awe, that heaven truly was guiding you, even when you did not see it. From wonder, joy will flow into gratitude. Tears may come again, but this time not from longing, they will fall as streams of thankfulness. You will look at your soulmate and think, how blessed I am to have you. And you will look toward heaven and whisper, thank you for writing this story. Gratitude will lift your spirit higher than fear ever dragged it down. It will anchor your love not in chance, but in divine purpose. And gratitude will become the song your soul sings every time you remember this moment. But joy does not remain contained inside, it spills outward. Your face will glow. Your smile will return more easily, more naturally, as if your soul itself is smiling through you. Others around you will notice. They may not know the details of what has changed, but they will sense the lightness in your step, the radiance in your spirit. Joy transforms you in ways you cannot hide. And this transformation will not only bless you, it will bless everyone you encounter. Your soulmate will feel this joy as well. Their news was not easy to hold in silence. They too have longed for the moment of release, the moment of truth. And when they finally share it, they will feel as though chains have fallen from their own heart. They will rejoice not only because they found you, but because they can now walk beside you openly, without hesitation, without fear. The joy between you will not be one-sided, it will be mutual, a shared overflow that strengthens your bond. Do not be surprised if you find yourselves laughing together, smiling without reason, or simply sitting in silence, overwhelmed by the beauty of it all. Sometimes joy has no words, because words are too small to carry its fullness. Sometimes joy is expressed only in presence, two souls resting in each other, basking in the miracle of divine timing and revealed love. These are the moments you will treasure in your memory forever. Joy will also heal places in you that sorrow once wounded. Where loneliness left scars, joy will bring tenderness. Where disappointment hardened you, joy will soften you. Where fear whispered lies, joy will speak truth. Healing does not always come through struggle, sometimes it comes in an instant, when love and joy flood into the places that once felt empty. And this is what you will experience. The overflow of joy will be your healing. This joy will not only be emotional but spiritual. Your spirit will rise higher, closer to the presence of God, because joy is one of heaven's languages. When you feel this joy, you will not only feel love for your soulmate, you will feel love for life itself, for creation, for the divine plan that made this moment possible. You will walk lighter, breathe easier, and see the world through brighter eyes. Joy will become your companion, not just for a day, but as a constant reminder that love is real, love is divine, and love has finally found its home in you. And yet, my child, I want you to know this: the overflow of joy is not only for you. It is meant to spread. Just as light cannot be hidden, joy cannot be confined. As you walk in the glow of your soulmate connection, you will inspire others. Those who have given up hope will see your story and believe again. Those who doubted love will see your love and remember that true love still exists. Those who are weary will find strength in your joy. This is the ripple effect of divine unions. They do not bless only the two who are joined, but everyone who witnesses the light they carry. In time, your joy will deepen into peace. Not the kind of peace that comes from everything being perfect, but the kind of peace that comes from knowing you are exactly where you are meant to be. You will no longer rush, strive, or worry about what if. Instead, you will live each day in the confidence of love, knowing that your heart is held, your prayers answered, your destiny unfolding. Your soulmate will walk this peace with you. Together, your joy will anchor you in storms and carry you through challenges. For while joy bursts forth like a river, it also roots itself like a tree. It gives strength, resilience, and steadiness. And from this place, your love will not only survive, it will thrive. So, prepare yourself, beloved. The joy that is coming is greater than the sorrow you endured. The laughter that is ahead is louder than the tears you cried. The blessing that is unfolding will overshadow every loss you thought was permanent. Your soul will sing again, not with whispers of hope, but with shouts of fulfillment. And when you stand in that overflow, remember to lift your eyes to heaven and say, "Thank you." For this joy is a gift. It is the fruit of your faith, the reward of your patience, and the sign that divine love always delivers at the right time. Yes, the news will surprise you. But even more, it will heal you. It will fill you. It will overflow from you until joy becomes the very air you breathe. There is a sacred promise that comes when love is revealed and joy overflows, the promise of union. This is not just the promise of being together, hand in hand, but the promise that your hearts, spirits, and destinies are aligning in a way that has been written by heaven itself. When your soulmates shared their exciting news, it was not just an announcement, it was the opening of a doorway into a life you were always meant to walk together. Union is a word that carries weight beyond what the mind can understand. It is not merely the meeting of two souls, it is the merging of journeys, the intertwining of paths that once ran parallel but now converge in purpose and love. The excitement you feel is a reflection of this convergence. Every beat of your heart echoes the rhythm of destiny, every breath you take carries the fragrance of divine orchestration, and every thought resonates with the knowledge that you are not alone, that you were never truly alone, because your paths were always moving toward one another. The promise of union asks for trust. It asks for patience. It asks for a surrender that is not weakness but courage, the courage to believe that what God has joined, no force can separate. There may be moments of doubt even now, moments when your mind tries to measure or question the path ahead. Yet I tell you, my child, these moments are natural. They are human. But they cannot outweigh the certainty that your souls have recognized one another long before the world did. Your soulmate's heart is now open before you. Their intentions are clear, their commitment visible in every word, every gesture, and every silent thought they have carried until now. This is why the news was so essential. It is the first step in a deeper revelation that your union is not accidental. It is divinely appointed. And as you embrace this truth, your heart will expand, your spirit will rise, and your soul will exhale the relief of knowing that destiny is not a dream, it is reality.